just a bloke in a bar.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of the DMP.
Woo!
The boys are back. I tell you what, there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of love. It feels good to be in the seat, on the saddle next to the fellow cowboys.
Back into it.
Yeah, this saddle feels fucking good.
Yeah. It's still warm.
Yeah. It's kept itself warm for me. You know what I mean? My saddle. My sack feels good up here on this saddle with a couple of cowboys, you know, ready to attack the season.
Podcasting cowboys.
Yeah, we are. Fucking oath. Lassos and shit.
Yeah, big time.
Now,
Couple of
boys,
sheriffs.
Just on lassos quickly. I was getting off ferry the other day. Just seeing the way those cunts on a ferry, like I know it's not the hardest thing to do, but they're holding the ropes. They hit that thing on the fucking wharf every single time.
Oh, yeah. They're
Like
elite.
just big rope, bang. And I'm just sitting there going, I know it's not like the most high-tech job in the world, but like I respect like lasso work almost more than anything
imagine
else.
getting lassoed. Like you're just like, running away from someone, and they'd like how I guess demeaning it would feel. Be like, oh,
That'd actually be kind of fun, like to try and run away from a cowboy and just get him to fucking...
Yeah, but imagine being an outlaw, Wild West sort of stuff, Tom, and you got a bounty hunter, best in class, who's on a steed chasing you down, and he just lassos the fuck out of you, and at that point you know
You're in
over.
big trouble.
you're dead.
Because it's like it gets you around the ankles and just pulls it tight, you're down.
Yeah,
And it also feels emasculating.
And then he just drag you back into town, because your face gets ripped apart on the fucking on the gravel and a few cacti.
imagine the footwork you'd have to work on to dodge the lasso.
You need to be good.
You'd have to almost have a really wide gate.
Do you reckon
to try
there's like a cowboys out there that are like, man, he's got the best footwork in all the game. I can't get him, and he gets away every time.
Yeah, surely.
I think so. I listen. A different question would be how many outlaws have stepped, or gooseyed the lasso.
It'd be a goosey, wouldn't it? That's how you'd get out of the lasso. You'd have to be like, ah.
Well, you're the goosey.
I think it'd be a mixture of everything.
Yeah.
It'd be a mixture of
I
everything.
guess they're probably getting you from the top down, though.
But I think if
Are they
you,
sort of going over your head?
but you'd be stepping away from it.
Yeah.
I tell you what, mate, if you're an outlaw, maybe there were camps practicing the evasion of the lasso.
That'd have to be.
Like you see those camps, of armies training, but it's literally outlaws dodging lasso.
Dodging lassos. And also, again, you'd be on the other side of it, right? Practicing the
What's outlaw
moving
training?
target.
Outlaw training. Exactly.
We
Like
should
robbing
get to a-
trains, fucking evading the lasso.
We should, as you know, content cartel, we're right back into it, right? A couple of podcasting cowboys. We need to get down to a footy oval, get a cowboy down there, and just get lasso, try and evade a fucking cowboy.
Well, you could go to like a bull night, or like a rodeo, right? And when instead of them catching calves, like they do, you just go, mate, can we get out there and try to evade your best?
Catch a couple of podcasters.
Couple of hot boys.
Yeah,
Big
couple of hot boys.
rodeo.
Reach out.
Reach out.
Big radio. Now, boys, first, Eddie,
Yeah, bro.
you look like you're filled with love.
Yeah, I am filled with love. That's what a trip away with the misso will do for the soul. My heart's bursting. Is that a term?
Heart's full.
Heart's full.
It looks
Heart's
full. Looks full.
Heart's full. Re-energized. Feel fucking incredible.
Dare I say there's a twinkle in your eye?
I'm twinkling, baby. Don't you worry about that. This kid's twinkling big time. Mate, amazing trip. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Mexico. What a place. What a place. What a people. Unbelievable.
Did you kind of embrace the culture when you were over there?
Fuck yeah, I did, dude. I ate tostadas.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Okay.
ate tacos.
Yeah.
I ate quesadillas. I ate fucking burritos.
Did you find yourself sometimes saying the accent, like having accented words to try and fit in a little bit?
Do you mean like gracias? Yeah, dude. Ella's like, stop doing that. I'm like, I'm just trying to immerse myself in the culture here. She's like, they speak English. I'm like, I know that. But they also speak Spanish.
Yeah.
And a little gracias isn't going to hurt a fly.
You know what? Get even better. A little lisp it. Gracias.
Gracias. I didn't go that far.
You didn't lisp it up?
I'd lisp it up.
I lisped it up in Barcelona.
Barcelona?
I felt like an absolute fuckwit.
You
but
lift up?
I was with dudes living over there.
Lift?
Like people, I think Gussie Walker was living over there at the time. Or at
Is
least he
Buenos
was there.
Dias? Is Buenos Dias good morning?
You were just there, bro.
And anyway,
Well, I think
Matty's on it.
Spanish is different to the Spanish they speak in Mexico, I think.
Is that right?
I think
Different
so.
dialects.
There's slight
Slight
differences.
changes.
Yeah.
Like
Because I
sort
remember
of
my
like
first
New South Wales
girlfriend.
and Victoria.
Yeah. exactly
pots
like
and
that.
shit, you know what I
Well, my first girlfriend was El Salvadorian. So I think there were slight differences.
Is that right?
Yeah.
There you go. So obviously, I was drinking a lot of mezcal, a lot of tequila, as is my right. And as is, I think if you're going to go to Mexico, you got to really throw yourself in there.
Coronas?
And get around had some Coronas.
They
had
taste different
margaritas. Probably not, no. About the same. What else did I do? I did this thing called a Temazcal, Denon. Obviously, I know that you're a bit of a woo-woo operator like my good self. And up in the hills, in this place called Tepoztlan, fucking spiritual as shit, like in the shade of this sort of like these mountains, right? And you get into this igloo, okay, which is supposed to replicate, and did a fine job of doing it, in my opinion, the womb of Mother Earth.
You're in the womb of Mother
Probably
Earth.
worth noting as well, not an igloo as the Inuits. It's not made of ice.
It's not made of ice.
It's not made of ice. It's made of, I would say, clay.
Also love too, mother's womb.
Love.
Yeah.
But you so you've got to, you get down and you sort of, you bow on your knees to mother, as I think we should be doing more of.
I think
just
so.
as a
We should.
species,
Yeah,
we should
yeah.
be bowing more to mother.
I agree.
Then you get in there, then they've heated up these volcanic rocks. Okay, volcanic rocks.
Not just normal rocks.
No. Volcanic rocks. Damn it. Goodness gracious me. Not some fucking cheap sand rock. Proper volcanic
Did you
rock.
were they certified though? Did you know they were volcanic? You could have been
You
hoodwinked.
can eyeball a volcanic rock and you know immediately. Also, it's heat. It sort of holds heat far better because it's come from within mother.
Bit of a geologist over here. Were you sure?
Listen, where do volcanic rocks come from? Inside of Mother Earth. So you can just tell.
Okay.
Anyway, so they start piling them in there. They close it so it's pitch black. And then the lady who leads it, well, she was a lady leading us. She's talking about, what you want to get out of the year and shit. Like, what do you want to let go of?
Yeah.
We've got to reconnect with Mother Earth. She's saying all this powerful stuff. Then the drums come out. Then the singing comes out.
Yeah.
Then the water starts going on. Then you start to sweat the fuck up.
Wow.
Then after 15 minutes, she yells out, opens it up, more rocks come in. And every 15-minute interval, it's getting hotter and hotter until the last one, the fourth interval, which is, so it's like, supposed to represent water, earth, fire, wind.
Captain Planet.
I like that
Planet
stuff.
sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
I like that.
But Captain Planet was on. He knew what was up.
Fucking oath he did.
Captain Planet, he's a hero. He's going to get
Take
emissions down
pollution.
to
Not emissions. Pollution.
Pollution down
Pollution
to
net
zero.
zero.
Down to net zero.
Down to net zero. And so by the last one, you are sweating up one of the great Temazcal storms of all time. You come out a new man though.
Yeah, okay.
Powerful. So
Reborn if you would.
a
Mother's
little bit-
womb.
well, you're coming back out of mother's womb.
Yeah, okay.
And you feel pretty good about it.
Tom, it's going to be hard to. What did you get up to?
You just don't. It's like you come out, but without the placenta on you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
No, I did nothing. I was at home.
Yeah.
Was meant to go on a holiday.
No Temazcals?
No Temazcals. Family were meant to go on a holiday with. Got COVID, so we didn't go. Stayed in Bondi. Went to the cricket.
You got sick.
I got the runs, which was nice. Just, but it was a funny one because I was disappointed that I started off 2012, 2024.
2012.
Wow.
Shout out to it. Wasn't that when the world's supposed to end?
Well, that's what I was thinking. I think it was all that Mother Earth shit you were talking about. Got crook, but it was one of those ones where I didn't feel sick. I just needed
slightly
to shit.
uncomfortable.
And
Okay,
so I just
that's
went
all
to the
right.
cricket. I still live my life.
Is that even considered sick?
Maybe not. Maybe I just
It's a bit of a bad day.
No, that's
of a
not
bad
considered
day.
sick.
No, I don't think so.
You got to be, for it to count, I think you can't leave the house.
Yeah.
For fear of pooing yourself.
No, I was out and about. I was living my life.
Okay.
Without fear?
But absolutely without fear. Putting five
five
cats
cats
in
in
baby
baby
girls.
girls.
Yeah.
Speaking about
Brunches?
Interviews by the pool.
Considered a fool?
Didn't drop out of high school. You did, but that's
didn't what?
dropped out of high school.
Oh, okay. Speaking of being brave and bold
And healthy.
and healthy,
Yeah.
good day. Speak to me, boys.
Good day, baby.
Good day.
Let the
day.
punter and the dribbler know exactly what is inside that box.
Go, Ed.
Inside this box, punters and dribblers, are 30 sachets of fucking such elite goodness that it's almost indescribable how fucking powerful this is. It's a daily multivitamin for the punter and dribbler. We started off, Denon, with an urge and an itch we wanted to scratch in terms of potentially getting some sort of hangover cure out to the punter and the dribbler.
Yep.
Because if I'm anything to go off and our audience is anything to go off, a lot of hungover boys and girls out there Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Mm-hmm. What we realised by sitting down with CMG, best in the business, okay, they make fucking vitamins and minerals and, you know, products for like Armour Force, Hydrolite, Nature's Way, like they're legit operators, JS Health. Not shout out to them, but just giving you an
because they're
idea
now they're an immediate competitor. Right?
Well, they're an immediate competitor, so we're not going to give them. That's the last time they'll be mentioned.
But that's the standard.
But
That's
the standard.
This wasn't made in the back of some cunt shed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's the line.
We didn't brew that in a bar.
You know,
That wasn't.
share house,
Listen,
you know
this isn't home brew. This isn't home.
That's the line. This isn't made in the back of some cunt shed.
Yeah, correct.
That's the
We'll
line.
be putting that on the next run of boxes. But when we sat down with them, they're like, "Bro, you can't make hangover cures because you're not allowed to sell them. Like you can't get approval. You can't run ads online and shit. Like it's basically the government going, we're not gonna
promote the
We're not
idea
gonna
of binge
promote-
Get
drinking.
as fucked as you want.
we're not going to promote fixes." So they go, "Listen, you can't do a hangover drink, but you can do something else,
Well, multivitamin. They said you
helps.
thought about a multivitamin.
a multivitamin."
And to be honest, given the fervent response we had from dribblers like around the marathon, all that sort of shit, we're like, well, multivitamin's probably not a bad idea, considering all Eddie and I talk about is getting jacked and never actually focusing on nutritional health. That we were like, oh yeah, right, that's actually not the worst idea. Dad's always sick. Probably not a bad idea to start trying to fucking take
The
care of
guy's
some
sick
of
a
the,
lot, right?
Yeah.
So maybe
Nobody gets sick.
It's a product for you.
Well, yeah, essentially.
make it
this
for
is a
yourself
roundabout
first.
way for
Yeah.
me to just fucking fit my own mask before I fit that of others.
But when you're billionaires and you're doing the interviews, you can say, I made the product for myself first.
well, the cool thing was
essentially
that
we sort of
we
did.
kind of did. Like, so we sat down with their head scientist and was like,
Dr. Brad.
Was he in a lab
Brad.
coat? Or just
He
like,
fucking legit.
Legit in a
Yeah,
lab
he's in a lab coat.
do you reckon that was just cosplay to make him
There
feel
was a part of where I'm like, we're inside. I don't know. We're not in the lab, but it was cool.
like it's almost like coming on this podcast or like a player wearing a full jersey, his full kit.
Or if I was walking around with just like a headset the whole time and like a microphone.
He had like a doctor's brain, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Smart motherfucker.
Yeah, one of those smart people.
Yeah.
They live in a different world, smart
He
people.
does.
But look, at the risk of fucking making this whole thing an ad for Good Day, but like it actually, what was good was he got to sit down and he was like, well, what do you want out of it? Like, what do you want a multivitamin for you guys to do? And so we're able to go through different things. Obviously, energy for the day is like, you know, obvious, but like liver and digestive health, fucking immunity booster for this guy. Fucking, so there's like a bunch of different things. in
Cognitive
there.
support,
Cognitive
mate. Keep you
support.
sharp
Mental
20
clarity.
years.
You got to be sharp when you're dribbling yarn.
Listen, you know you get a bit cloudy in the afternoon, mate? A bit cloudy?
Yep. I tell you
Have a
what,
good day.
I've been wanting to speak to you guys
Yeah.
for a while now. That's for a while. I've been struggling with arousal, and I wanted to ask you. I can't get up. Okay. I've been at the gym.
We're
and-
talking like erections, right?
Oh, is that what you're thinking about?
Well, you said can't get up. I'm sure.
Well, I'm get up for the gym.
Oh,
Yeah.
Get up for the gym.
Yeah.
You know how like Panadol is a gateway drug to heroin?
yes.
So like you know how I used to be able to do gym, listen to classical music.
Yep.
Now I've gone all the way where I'm in the depths of hard trance just to get a feeling, some blood flowing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
fair income.
And so that's why I want to ask you. Do you want me to show you the kind of music I'm listening to?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'd like to hear it.
So
Obviously-
you're like you're the guy that started off with missionary, and all of a sudden you've
I
got.
mean, I'm doing Xboxes.
well, now you've got five
You got little
Benoit
people
balls
in
up
there,
your
you know.
ass, and you know.
Yeah. And I've never been a fan of this kind of music, but it's the only thing that gets me going. I'm listening to this in the gym.
hard styles.
I'm
Are
listening
you
to
like
this.
gabbering and shit like Bradman Best?
This is all, honestly, this is the only thing that works for me now. Listen. You ready?
Oh my God, dude.
Bro,
This is all you can do.
this is all I can listen to now. I can't go back. I can't go back.
Do you gabber in there? Surely.
No, but it just gets me going. But at the same time, I've been doing this for a little bit now. It's now no longer having the same effect. And that's why I wanted to ask you,
Yep.
do I need to have Good Day
Yeah, you do.
to go back to classical music?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Have a
absolutely
good day,
you
and
do.
you go back to the classical stuff.
Because that's not good for people to listen to for an extended amount of time. I think classical, funnily you should say, I was listening to classical music last night. You should,
Vivaldi's
classical
Four
music,
Seasons?
it's
Shout out
just,
to
look,
it.
it's a playlist on Spotify, but it's much better for, I think, your mental, for your relaxation. That thing's going to have you chewing your fingernails and fucking pulling your hair out. It's too intense.
You'll fray.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want you fraying, Denon.
No.
Denon, we don't want you
It's a
fraying.
long season, Denon.
It's a long season. You're already fraying, mate. You're falling. You're coming apart at the seams.
No, I'm
mate.
trying to get a bit of velocity ahead into the season. I'm trying to get velocity.
This is what you need.
Okay.
BeGoodHealth.com.au.
Tonight, 6 p.m.
If you're already on fucking multivitamins, we're not trying to like stick with what works for you. But there are plenty of dribblers who don't, and most people don't do shit.
This one's for you. BeGoodHealth.com.au. 6 p.m. tonight. Code Dribblers 20% off permanently.
Wow. You're robbing yourself with that.
Yeah, sorry.
But we have to look after the community. It's very important.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, you are with the multivitamin and their health.
But we like to look after them
Okay,
financially as well.
that's
'cause
fair
we're great
enough.
blokes, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's good day.
Okay, that's a good day. It's a good day. And if you've got any tips, guys, in the comments section for me to kick this habit that I have of hard trance in the gym, let us know.
Masturbate before you go in.
Maybe while.
Maybe while, yeah. You probably need one of those late night fucking like swipe cards.
You know, it's actually what I do enjoy about it. When you're doing like a run on a treadmill or something like that, I actually have been watching, it's called Boiler Room. So it's like people bouncing off the walls on DJ sets.
Oh,
Actually
yeah.
pumps me up.
I've seen...
I've been loving it.
What are they doing?
So it's called Boiler Room. It's like a festival. Not a festival.
Okay.
In a club. And it's that hard trance, but everyone is just, let's just say they're enjoying life, indulging.
Do you and are you thinking about other things while you're running on the treadmill there? Like, as in, if I'm not like watching videos and shit while I'm exercising or listening to a podcast, then my mind is like obviously wandering, right? That's probably the benefit of not like listening to podcasts when you exercise. But if I'm listening to hard fucking trance, I don't know how I'm thinking about anything other than like, Jesus, like I want to go and fucking...
I disagree. If I'm on the treadmill, I'm not watching like, you know, some treadmills have got the screens, you can watch Fox Sports and shit. Or I'm listening to a podcast, I'm looking at that fucking number in front of me. Like, I can't help it.
Oh, do you look at the number?
I hate that.
No, I hate doing that too.
That's why I
cover it
can't
with a
run on the
towel.
treadmill, dude. It fucks me up.
I cover it with a towel.
I'm just staring.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
a
good
good idea.
I cover it with a towel and just go, don't be a coward and just go.
Yeah.
Just go.
Because you know, if you're looking at it, it fucks
hurts
you
ya.
up. Yeah,
It hurts ya. I tell you what
you
does
feel
hurt ya.
every 10 metres.
What hurts you even more? It's like a double-edged sword. Sometimes most of the time it works, but sometimes when you're being real weak and cowardly, you look thinking that you've been going for fucking ages. You look, it's been 5 minutes, and you're like, oh my God, I've still got so long to go here. That hurts.
And when you're pushing up the speed and then like not long after you've pushed it up, you're like, I'm going to have to push it back down. I've tried too hard here. This is. And you feel like a complete pussy. Cute.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Good. House of the Dragon. That's got a great classical soundtrack.
Is it out again?
No, the first season.
Right.
That's God of War. Another great soundtrack.
The game.
But the soundtrack's great.
Cool.
Quite classical. Just some advice for people out there.
Is that like intense classical? Because that still seems like you're trying to get intense classical music as opposed to things
that's
where
the
you're
thing.
like...
I started with class. Like I could go in and listen to, I think it's like Light of the Seven on Game of Thrones album soundtrack. Beautiful.
Listen to Antonio Vivaldi.
Okay.
4 Seasons goes for an hour.
But I think I've gone past that though. Like that's
Just
the
give it a
Panadol.
listen.
I'm on heroin right now.
Give it a listen. Well, you have a good day and listen to Vivaldi. And you come back to me.
Okay. There we go.
There you go.
There you go.
Now, speaking of the Vivaldi of rugby league, Greg Inglis spotted into Tigers kit.
Greg Inglis has got heaps of Vivaldi about him. 100%.
Spotted in Tigers kit. He's reportedly there to mentor Jareem Abdullah. Does not have an official role. GI was also close with Shane Richardson, and I would assume he has a relationship with the great Benji Marshall. I tell you what, there's a bit of moving and shaking going at the Tigers.
Mate, I tell you what, if you were sitting at home last night and you found yourself in Punters and Dribblers and you saw the post in there and you're a Tigers fan, you surely went for a wank.
I mean, guaranteed.
Like you would have had to have.
I don't think you go for a wank. You pull your penis out where you see it and get to work.
Yeah.
Listen.
Or a rub.
Great point.
Or a rub.
Or a rub.
We don't want to be...
Doesn't matter.
Hey, we're not sexist.
Whatever you've got, you are fucking getting it off. And I respect that. And to mentor Jareem Buller, love that. Jareem Buller's a fucking weapon. And
He is
he's
a
like,
wep.
Do you want to talk kids could
Have
be
you seen his
anything?
basketball videos?
No, I haven't.
Oh, he moves. He moves. He's
can
actually
move?
a good basketball player. USA actually, he went over to the USA. Like scouts went to look at him in that. That's how good he was at basketball.
It's funny.
Better than Hamole?
Well, I haven't seen his clips yet.
Great point.
I haven't seen his clips.
Tomolo. But like, when you think all it takes is to sack every single person from a corporate level to just start getting a bit of bloody vibe in the place.
Well, there's nothing... mate, sacking everyone's as good as a holiday. You know what I mean?
Clean out.
Isn't that's a saying, isn't it?
Gurneying the C-suite.
Oh, God, dude. There's nothing quite like a good gurney.
You reckon the Holman group was just gurning the shit out of that boardroom?
Do you ever get on the gurney? Are you a gurneyman?
Have you ever
Not a
gurneyed
gurneyman.
anything?
I'm not a gurneyman.
Have you ever?
I don't think so.
So I've got a courtyard, right?
Yeah.
That has a tendency to get a bit mouldy.
Okay.
I mean, it is what it is. We live in.
Is it the Tigers? Is that what we're referring to right now?
Listen, all I'm saying is the Tigers have got mouldy. I think it's fair
And
to say.
mould's really bad for you.
Yeah.
Since 2005, they've got mouldy as fuck. Getting out there on the weekend, dude, again, holiday, so really energized. I was fucking straight onto that gurney, and it's just therapeutic stuff.
Just seeing the dirt just go.
I've found myself, Dan, and this is fair income, over the last couple of days, just walking out the back and just having a look at me work.
Okay.
Just eyeball me work.
You're almost like wanting the mould to come back, like daring the mould to come
Daring
back.
it.
Fucking
I'm looking around going, who wants a fucking... You want another go? Do you want to go again?
Do you remember what happened last time?
Exactly. You got absolutely pounded into the earth. And I think that this is a freshly gurneyed West Tigers who now have room to breathe and to, get a bit of fucking...
GI's not walking into a club that's covered in mould.
No.
Listen.
He hasn't seen an ounce of mould in his whole life.
If you brought home a Victoria's Secret tan, right, and you went, let's go have a drink out the back, and she gets out there and it's mouldy and fucked, what do you reckon she's doing?
She's leaving.
She's leaving.
Yeah. And he's a 10.
Last time I checked, he could be an 11. So they needed to get rid of the mould. They needed to gurney the shit out of that joint, and they've done so. I will say this. I will say this, though, Tigers fans. The mould may come back.
Well, mould has a tendency to come back. And it's like, as a club, you've been overrun by mould. Usually it takes a fucking while to get rid of that shit. When we were living in Bellevue Hill, we cleaned the whole fucking house of mould, and then like 2 weeks later it was back. So stay patient.
Stay patient. Stay on the gurney.
Stay on the gurney, stay patient. Having GI and there's a great fucking start, though.
Stay patient, anti-mould fans.
But also, don't be patient because you don't want to come back. So be anxious about getting on the gurney, but patient about where your club's going to be.
Be proactive in trying to keep the mould off. But I mean,
keep your gurney serviced.
You can't be, as a Tigers fan, considering...
Yeah, your gurney serviced over the holidays?
Mate, I'll be honest with you. My first gurney broke down, and I just go, you know what? I can't be fucked to get this thing fixed. And
Still not fixed.
I just threw it in the bin and got a new one.
You got a new gurney?
Yeah, I did.
How was the surgery involved or what?
I just bought a new one. As in, like,
where do you get one of those?
As in, like it died, essentially. It'd be like...
What do you have to, how do you get another one, though? Like, what do you...
So it died, my gurney, and I bought a new one. And it might have been a cheap, easy fix. It probably was. But I wasn't in the mood. And when you see mould, motherfuckers, you got to punch on. My gurney didn't die this time around. It died a couple of instances ago.
Kids missed the entire kids. Okay.
Do you reckon we're talking about a gurney?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. That's good Eddie, you are flying today, son.
You've come in. You've come with a glint.
But there you go, Tigers fans. There you go.
But don't you reckon, like, it's pretty there, like, it's been fucking near awful, like near unbearable, I would imagine, to be a Tigers fan. At least you've got some positivity rolling around. We've got a so D or Dave, RIP, leaving, not dead, but leaving, And so this new fella we've got in called Cody, he's a Tigers fan. He's like, this is the best time of the year.
Yeah, because
before
the
anything's
hope.
happened.
Yeah, the
this
hope.
is the time.
The hope.
You guys got a Tigers fan to come in. Wow, that's only good for you guys.
No, it's great. Dave likes the storm. You know
he's a
what I mean?
glutton. He's a glutton for punishment. Yeah, Dave's storm.
Dave
He can't say
storm,
anything.
and they haven't. That was annoying.
We lost to them all the time, so it was hard.
I don't think we beat them.
No, we beat them once last year.
When's Dave's metaphorical funeral?
Tomorrow.
Thursday or Friday.
Are you actually going to rock up in like funeral kit and say goodbye?
Not a bad idea.
Bit of content.
It's probably too late, Dan,
too
but we
late.
probably should have.
Damn.
Probably should have.
Okay. Well, we'll just pretend that they did.
Yeah. Just pretend like we had
He
a
was
funeral
finally
for
shot.
He was carried out in a box.
Yeah. We should actually get a tombstone
Matchbox.
for him in the
Small
studio.
guy.
I love this for the Tigers. I love everything that's happening at the Tigers. Yes, I understand. Am I sitting here going they're going to win a comp next year? No, I'm not.
Sounds
But
like
there's if you go and read the preview, the Bloke Chronicle, you'll see my thoughts on
Like
where
this, actually, the
Bloke
Bloke
Chronicle,
Chronicles.
yeah.
Bit of fucking Buzz Rothfield about you.
Well, actually, so this year what we're doing.
You look like Buzz.
Really? I'll take that as a compliment. Buzz, he's fucking.
Yeah,
he's a battle-hardened veteran.
That's why I said
Correct.
Old Warriors, you got to be.
It wasn't a piss take.
Yeah, you got to be scared of old Warriors because they didn't die in battle. Buzz never died in battle.
That's a great point.
That's a good point.
But I love this for the Tigers because, the Bloke Chronicle, read it. Actually, this year with the Bloke Chronicle, what we're going to do is so I'm writing all the season previews, which is super long and time consuming, but that's okay. But then what we're going to do is so Monday to Friday, we're releasing articles, and they're not as long as the previews. They're going to be like 1 to 2 pages or whatever. So like each day I'll do one, Guru will do one, Maddie will do one, Hammy will do one, and Timmy will do one. It's Monday to Friday every single week.
Can I ask
Bloke Chronicle.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Is there going to be a sealed section?
Ooh, I like that.
Maybe.
Bit of fucking shirtless shit.
You know what I want to?
Dick pics?
Yeah.
You know what I'd love to put in there somehow, some way, is the bloody aftershave you used to be able to get. You'd be like, yes! Didn't have to buy the aftershave. You could like wipe it on yourself.
Yeah. You're a cheap cunt.
Wow.
Jesus. He has come in hot, hasn't
Jesus.
he? He's come in hot. There's Mexico energy, dude.
Look, read the Bloke Chronicle. Maybe you will find a naked picture of me.
Well, you
in
might
there.
have just a paywall, right? Like an OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Only blokes.
Only blokes, yeah. Only blokes.
Like it. That's a good idea. Great idea.
Look, if you do find the fact that there is a naked picture of me on the internet, like struggling, so please get behind me. But yeah, Tigers fans, I love what's happening at the club right now. Yes, Benji's in his first year, but when you look at their roster, you look at their backing, you look at Shane Richardson's history in the fact that this guy took the Panthers to the premiership as a CEO 2003, left them after that, goes to the Rabbitohs, takes them from just coming back into grade all the way to a premiership in 2014. This guy knows how to build clubs. This guy knows, and also a bit of I don't know if it'd be Omer. You guys can clarify on this, but he actually, when he took over the Rabbitohs, they were back-to-back spoons and then built them into a premiership.
Okay.
Tigers currently back-to-back spoons.
When did the Rabbitohs come back in?
2002?
Yep, 02.
Right, so you got fucking 12 years.
12 years. Now, I don't think they're anywhere
Stay
near...
patient, Tigers fans.
Well, that's right. Stay patient. Stay patient.
Yeah, but like, if someone was like, you'll win a comp in 12 years, you go, okay, good. I can,
kind of like...
I can,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, guaranteed. You'd take it, but fuck 12
every
years.
day of the year.
But...
I actually wouldn't want to know, because it'd fuck every year for
Yeah.
me.
Because you're just like, I don't need to watch footy because it's happening in 12 years. But I will say, I think the West Tigers are in a much stronger position than the Rabbitohs back then. Like, the Rabbitohs were in, like, dire straits.
Yeah, well, at least the Tigers have got some elite players.
Good roster, solid roster. Needs some outside backs for sure, but good young gun in Buller, Stefano, good young gun. Then you got Benji, you got the forward pack, Papali'i, Bateman,
Olam's
Addy.
in.
Yeah, Olam. Like, it's just, I think it's, I'll be shocked if they win the Spoon again this year. There, I said it.
I'm with you. I think
Shocked.
it's a big Dragons year for the Spoon.
Yeah.
Have to be.
Season preview, Monday, guys. Bloke season preview next Monday.
We're doing it right now, Dragons.
Stagger for the Spoon. I'll make, you know what, I'll put that, I'll say, Hello Sports Spoon selection. Is it Dragons?
Yes.
I've picked Dragons for probably the last 5 years.
but-
They
but
always
you
find a way
You
to...
just keep doing it.
Yeah, because then you're right.
And then you're right.
Eventually.
Well,
Premiership winner then. Premiership winner.
Does Ben Hunt have Spoon about him? Don't know.
No, but he hates the club. So, like, it's sort of...
Things have changed.
yeah,
They
like,
have
if he
changed.
wanted to be there, then no, but he fucking hates the joint.
Who's winning the comp?
Manly.
Okay, that's... If in some
I
crazy
actually
world,
think we can win it. You
If
see that
Manly,
fucking
if
side
Manly,
we put
if
up?
Manly, because if Manly don't win the comp, I think the Broncos win, or
geez, you've come back good.
or the Panthers. It's between those two. If
Broncos,
Manly don't
Panthers,
win. If Manly
Bunnies.
don't win, no, I
What
don't
about
think the
Roosters?
Bunnies. No,
Dom Young, hot boy. Suoligi, hot boy.
no.
Teddy saying that he's going to bounce back.
Fucking the Broncos side's unbelievable, obviously, and any side with Nathan Cleary in it in Clubland, you have to see it at Origin, but that's a different story. is in the fucking thick of it.
Imagine being Cleary and like you've achieved so much, but you've got to constantly you have to see it in Origin. Like
I know.
every time, mate, you won 3 premierships, but
Well,
I'm trying to fire him up.
we've been trying to fire him
you're
up
trying
for
to avoid
a
the
while.
boys.
We're trying to fire him up for the year ahead.
Yeah, okay.
Because
It's a big year.
we need Clubland Nathan Cleary.
But
we need
after-
grand final Nathan Cleary
Oh,
last year.
fuck.
After
for
game
3
three,
games.
after game 3 last year when Mitchell Moses sort of did the damn thing, it was like
You
I was like, Mitch is in. Sorry, Nathan. And then after the grand final, I'm like, I will never fucking say that again. I'm like, you can't.
You can't
It's
say
Nathan.
that anymore.
You
No,
can't.
Nathan has a huge year this year, and I honestly think they can win 4.
What do you reckon then? Nathan Cleary and Moses partnership or Nathan Cleary Walker partnership?
Walker. Was Walker unlocking
Depends.
Bradman best?
Depends on the year.
Depends on the year.
Yeah.
Let's say they're both playing equally as well as each
Walker.
other. Walker?
They call Walker, and by people, I'm probably going to be parroting Cooper Cronk before he's said anything this year, but like, they call him like one of the best ball players I've ever seen. Like,
Literally is.
you know what I mean? Like, fucking give
But
him a go.
didn't he got shafted by you guys?
But then we brought him back for game
Yeah,
3
forgiveness,
last year.
it's all
and he
about
ripped
But we
us.
like shafting.
Yeah, we do.
We're big shafters by trade.
Yeah.
Listen, the Bunnies surely have a great year, and he'll have to be a big part
What about
of it.
this? Cleary, Hines. Hines at 6.
Maybe.
When you look at
The six is not filled.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
all right.
No, it's not. I love
absolutely
talking
not
Origin before the season. Like, this is the
But
best.
like, if fucking Cody goes out, rips and tears, yeah, Cody. If, not, if Hines maybe sniffs around, I don't think the Eels will go that well this year.
Madge,
so probably not Moses.
Did Madge coach Cody? Have they got an old relationship?
He would have debuted him.
right?
Yeah, he would have
Surely.
debuted
So
him.
maybe there's a bit of a
Yeah,
relationship there.
okay. That's fair. That's a good point. Okay, but
yeah.
I might need to start writing some articles.
maybe Kubicronk's going to start quoting you. I was listening to Tom on the week.
Yeah, exactly.
He said,
We get quoted, but it's usually for really dumb shit.
yeah, like the Indian
Like the rest of our.
I will say though, hey, ice cream chat.
Yeah. That's,
You know what I
again,
mean?
Is that dumb? No, it's not.
No, that's not dumb. That's not
insightful.
serious.
That's
I mean,
serious.
love is the most complicated thing of all,
That's
and
true.
you've absolutely nailed it.
Well, it's the year of the power couple. We're talking about this on Monday. There's also Tommy
I thought
Taylor.
you were going to
Jess
say year of
Surges.
the power bottom.
No, well, it could be that too.
Well, it, you know,
I think it's always the year of the power bottom. We've got to get it's always the year of the power bottom on a t-shirt.
they'll move.
Could you imagine seeing some bloke wearing it? Oh, girl.
No, year of the power couple. I reckon you start seeing a lot of it.
Yeah, Dave Fafita. I can't remember the name of it, but
with
she's
Jess Surges?
Yeah,
No, that's Tommy Talau, Jess Surges.
Who's Fafita with?
Shaylee Bent.
Shaylee Bent.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I'm sure there's more. Tony Hawk's son just married Kurt Cobain's daughter. I know it's not rugby league, and there's only one of them's an athlete there, but like power couples.
There's a bit of rugby league about it.
There is. It's a rugby league run.
So
there.
there's things happening.
Okay.
I think we see more of it.
What do you reckon the next one's going to be then?
Jeez, hard to say.
You reckon Hot Boy Hines is going to settle down?
I was
maybe?
about to say Nico Hines with someone who'd really get
Nico-
me.
I reckon there's a
That
few
would-
women out there could lasso that
Fuck
bull.
yeah, dude. Nico Hines.
Maybe he's a
and-
good lasso dodger because he's been getting lassoed left, right, and centre when he goes
typically,
out.
I'm just trying to think of who's another female athlete. I'm just trying to think.
It doesn't need to be an athlete. It could be like a singer. It could be like a lord.
Well,
or
it
something.
could be. It could be.
I know that's
Oh,
random
like as
as
in
fuck.
Lord from fucking New Zealand. Imagine
That would be
Lord.
so dribble.
Imagine Lord. That would be fucking ridiculous.
Missy Higgins, how old is she now?
Missy, I think, is happily married with children.
I'm just throwing things out there.
No, I'm with you. I like the Lord angle. I don't think she's married.
Where is Lord?
Okay. Faitala Mariners Bulldogs departure means that not a single player remains from 2021 in the top 30 of the Doggies. No club in NRL history has churned through so many players in such a short time.
Gus Gould.
Ruthless operator.
Ruthless.
Yeah. Fucking ruthless.
What is it when in Entourage, which you fucking haven't seen, when Ari goes into he buys that company, he goes in like a paintball gun and just starts fucking shooting everyone. And it's just like
Pounds
completely-
Davies full of. Was it a paintball?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Just completely wipes out in the joint. Like it seemed like it was necessary though, right?
Well, it didn't seem like it was a happy relationship at the time. Getting meetings, little sneaky photos of them meeting about staying at the club.
Particularly for Talamana. Yeah, it felt a bit. I actually felt a bit sorry for him, particularly.
The hardest thing is, and I know people always go, all you do is defend the players. And, like, I get that. I understand. Obviously, I have a bias to the players because I was one. And I'm always, not always, but usually I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. The hard thing for players is that they can't come out and say anything. So whatever narrative is being set, that's
Why
it.
can't they though?
Because what future employee is going to want that?
So that's what it's like. This player will fucking out us if we talk shit.
Well, like, it's a mixture. Okay, so future employee, let's say Mariner came out and said, this is exactly what Gus said to me. Like, look what happened with the Nofaluma situation. Like, that stuff all getting leaked. Like, that wasn't good. That was he was about to get terminated for that stuff. But with the Faitala Mariner stuff, it's like, okay, so if I come out and say Gus Gould said all this, first of all, Gus Gould, very powerful man. Not to say said anything right or wrong, but let's just imagine a world where it happened. Then also, that's what the media want. That's a whole week of headlines that he's in the paper that he doesn't want to have to deal with. And so players just don't get an opportunity to say their side of the story.
Is there a world where, and like, I don't pay a shitload of attention to the US sport in this specific context, but like, a vibe check feel like they will say what the fuck's going on. They'll speak up. Is there a world where you just, if you're getting fucked over, you speak up for yourself?
No.
If you're a good enough player, I guess you probably could.
Well, like, for example, let's say, I'll just use myself as an example instead of putting, I signed a contract with the Broncos, so I made my debut against Manly, played really well, played 4 games, played extremely well. Would have been able to get pretty decent coin at another club. I signed minimum, at the Broncos, because obviously I loved the club, I wanted to stay. I signed minimum, and they said, if you sign minimum with us, a 1-year deal, minimum contract, we promise you'll start in the wing. Next year rolls around, halfway through the preseason, not even halfway, 3/4 way, a player comes in, excites Wayne Bennett, I don't start on the wing. Now, how does it serve me to go to the media and go, I signed for $50,000 a year, a 1-year deal after a great debut season. Wayne Bennett promised me that wing spot. Like, that doesn't help me at all. No. Then I'm just, so it's kind of like you just got to cop it and go speak to Wayne, which I did. And that's just a little thing. Like, there's way bigger things that happen that you don't really, it's just not worth it. It doesn't gain you anything by coming out and standing up for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, for example, let's say Faitala Mariner had a side. What does he gain by coming out and saying anything? He's not going to get kept by the club. They're not going to go, okay.
They're trying to fuck him off. Yeah.
Whereas
so
a club
just going to try and find a new job somewhere.
Exactly. Whereas a club gains something. They create the image of this guy's bad, therefore we're right in getting rid of him. The fans go, yeah, you are right in getting rid of him. Now, I'm not sitting here saying every player is in the right. That's absolutely not the case. Like, even with the Nofaluma situation, regardless of how he was treated, you have a contract and you have teammates. You should rock up to training and all that kind of stuff.
I thought he was in the wrong. What happened there with the Nofaluma?
Well, so Nofaluma, he breached his contract a few times, rocked up, hungover, said he was sick and didn't come to training.
Wasn't the club, what's the term? Like, someone at the club went over the house and tried to find him.
After 48 hours, yeah. Which is the usual.
Oh, fuck, so he was taking the piss.
Yeah. But the argument could be made, because the club didn't want him, they made the situation where he was so unhappy that this is what was happening. Right. So I think that with the Nofaluma situation, I'm saying that, like, regardless of however they did or didn't treat him, that's still wrong, because you got your teammates that you got to turn up and do things. So he did the wrong thing in that situation. He should have handled it better. But anyway. So with the Bulldogs at the moment, it kind of makes, when you look at that and you see their results on the field, it kind of makes sense why they're playing the way they're playing. Why they play the way they played. Because this is like full, all-out, balls-to-the-wall rebuild.
Yeah.
Not even
literally complete and utter fucking rebuild.
Like, blow the place up.
Usually
2021, so what?
You know what I mean?
2 seasons.
Yeah.
2 seasons, not a single player still there.
But, I mean, and again, though, in fairness to Gus, the team they've got now looks a fuckload better than it was.
Way better. And I think that, when you actually, I've written a preview, series Bloke Chronicle, I've written for the Dogs as well, so that'll be coming soon. When you actually look at the plan that's in place, and you look at their New South Wales Cup, their Jersey Flag, their Harold Mass, spoiler alert for the Bloke Chronicle, they won Jersey Flag, they won Harold Matthews, they were on top of the table of New South Wales Cup halfway through the year until they got smashed with injury. So when you look at that, you can see what the plan is. They got some gun youth.
Sounds a lot like the Panthers plan.
Yeah.
That has, delivered.
So, makes sense.
There's a blueprint there.
There's a blueprint. The good blueprint. Ruthless though. Jeez.
It's fucking ruthless.
I would love to see their salary cap to see how much they're paying of other people's contracts that are no longer there.
I'd love to just be I'd like to be a fly on the wall when they're making these decisions. Just listen to the big fella fucking just go about his work.
Yeah, but what about the Tavita? It was like, I see Tavita now, he's just lurking around back with you. But do you like that? Or are you like, do we need Tavita? Don't want Tavita. You did lose Flegler.
No, I don't think it's a good idea.
I thought he hated rugby league.
Yeah, look, it's
wasn't that the art?
I personally think if he wants to come back to the Broncos, I said it on Monday's show, come back, play Q Cup for the rest of the year or the whole year or whatever, show you're fully committed, you're keen as anything, that you want to be there, and then for sure, because his talent is unbelievable.
What if he's fucking dominating Q Cup? Did you not bring him up? If he's dominating,
yeah, sure, for sure.
But he'd have to start there.
I think so, because you got to get to a point where you say this Broncos jersey you got to earn it. You got to earn it, and I know he's already played plenty of games for him, so he earned it at that stage. But with the current squad, this is a different squad. So you got to earn their respect and earn, all that blah, blah, blah.
Do you reckon Madge will pick him even if he's not playing, like any footy?
Well, I think it's always good to have you got to take a risk in Origin.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'd probably still pick him even if it's just boxing.
Right? Yeah. Well, pick him, then sub him off after 3 minutes and let him sit on the bench.
Yeah. And then drop him. Good plan.
Yep.
Like it.
Now,
who will replace Flegler? Like, who will be the next man in there?
So we've got some really good
Fletcher Baker?
young guys. Fletcher Baker, maybe. We've got Jensen. We've got Kobe Hetherington. So we've got, obviously they're not at Flegler's level yet. But I would probably, right now it'd be between Hetherington and Jensen, I'd say, and it will just depend on whether Carrigan is going to play front row or 13. Because if Carrigan's going to stay at 13, it'll definitely be Jensen. If Carrigan's going to move into the front row, then it will be Hetherington at 13, I think, because he's played a bit of there and he's played.
Do you reckon
bloody
he'll
well.
move, Carrigan?
I think he may move, but he'll still play the role of a 13 at times.
Play that link man.
Because I don't know, I love the idea of Paddy and Haas up front working in pairs together. He's so good at 13.
Have you seen his hair recently? Is it still long?
It's long, it's luscious. He's looking hotter by the day. Hotter by the day.
Have you brushed it or ever?
I'd actually never touched it. I never touched it when I saw him.
I'd love to brush it.
Have you had him on the podcast?
No, I haven't. It's hard to get the Broncos boys on because they're up in Queensland.
But would you brush his hair? Would that be something you ask him to do?
I'll ask him.
You may as well.
It's
You
worth.
don't get many opportunities to do that.
Hey,
right?
you miss all the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
But that hair, I don't know what he's working with, but it's getting thicker. I think it's getting thicker, more beautiful, lusher.
I wouldn't mind those Dyson air wraps. I wouldn't mind air wrapping it and just giving it some some curl.
Oh,
some
like
bounce.
imagine him with a perm. Getting that thing
I'd love to get
Dallin Watena's
I'd love to get him in a salon
Oh,
and just
wash it for him.
And
Yeah.
You know when you get in the head, you fluff
yeah,
the head,
just
just give him
wash
a
it.
fucking
Wash
scalp
it,
massage.
yeah, I like that.
It'd be nice.
I think actually he's the first person with a man bun to win Player of the Series in Origin.
That wouldn't shock me.
I think we talked
Random
about that. I think we
stats guy,
talked
can
about-
you-
Did we talk about that last year?
Random stats guy, can you check that? First
Check
person
that,
with a
please.
man bum
Man
to
bun.
win Player of the Series in Origin?
I mean, I don't think.
I think you can probably rule out man buns in the 80s and 90s, couldn't you?
even early 2000s.
Early 2000s, maybe.
Nah, no one's rolling
No
in
one's
a man
wrong.
bun.
Them. Not represented
80s,
players
90s,
anyway.
absolutely not.
Yeah, that's
When did we see the first man bun in rugby league? That's probably a better question.
Because it was
Ooh.
like mullets. And maybe like some of the Islander players, because I think like they have a bit more long hair, but that's not a man.
That's
bun.
not a man bun,
No.
though. That's. I'm trying to think. The first man bun that we saw, like
George Carmont.
George,
Aaron Woods?
Come on.
Oh,
Aaron-
Woodsy wasn't the first.
Nah,
But
because
he's-
you'd seen him, but you'd seen him
Okay.
once the time out. Woodsy was. Getting
Woodsy
into
was
it.
in headband territory.
okay.
No, I'm pretty sure, and I can't confirm this. This is just a vibe thing. I reckon he's played with straightened hair.
Isn't he got the GHB out or whatever?
GHD, straightened it, and then gone the headband. I've seen that.
Look, the hair was straight as fuck, but the headband was, and shout out to Aaron Woods, Manly legend, but the headband was disgraceful to look at.
Yeah.
Crichton had a man bun for a little bit. That was kind of attractive. That was hard to sort of.
Yeah,
Oh,
but again,
yeah, yeah.
not the first man bun.
Not the
I've
first
seen.
man
No. God,
I'd like to know. Was it the Wolfman?
Headband should
maybe?
be banned. You should be allowed
Wolfman
to
never
play
had a
one.
man bun.
Okay.
That I can remember. He died at Pink.
DeBellin had it early on.
DeBellin
Ish.
did. No, but that was.
his was tiny.
His
as
was
well.
top
Little baby
knot.
one.
Like
Little
it was
baby head.
man
Yeah,
bun,
yeah.
but it was
No,
top
top knot.
It was a boy bun. It was a boy bun.
Top nut man bun.
Same thing, I know, but some of them are more disgusting than others. I don't know. That DeBellin one was pretty rogue.
Anyway, reach out. First man bun.
Yeah,
Let us know
reach
if you
out,
were the
big
first
bun.
one. NRL, Wayne Bennett applies for vacant. You guys will be stoked as Kiwis.
Yeah, we are.
Wayne Bennett applies for vacant New Zealand head coaching job. Spoken in NRL New Zealand Rugby League, and I'm waiting to hear back to get back to me.
Flandy's not happy. He said,
Came out
why
of
would,
Triple M.
yeah. Why would you
Tongue in cheek,
he's
tongue in
why would
cheek.
you- yeah, I know, but it's funny because New Zealand fucking beat us last year.
Pumped us.
And he's like, yeah, why would you go play for losers? Just doesn't really work off the back of a loss.
No, but
I don't think.
But the thing is, it does because
It's funnier then.
It's funnier because people are like, but we fucking won. He's like,
true.
shut up, cunt.
No, he's good. He's good.
He's 2 steps ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he went there. Oh, this is silly. Actually, it's even more funny. You know.
Yeah.
Is Wayne locked in for just this year?
This
At
is his
the
last year.
Dolphins?
Yeah.
Last year.
And then he's like, I'm out.
yeah, definitely out. What do you got there, Manny?
The New Zealand Rugby League official Instagram and Twitter page quoted it and said, "Tell Peter Valeni's we're doing Eatswa."
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Eatswa.
We're doing
Bit of
Eatswa.
pig Latin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bit of pig Latin.
Sure.
Bit of swagger about it. I mean, look, when you win 30-0, you can have a bit of swagger.
Oh, no, for sure. Listen, absolutely you can. I think that did Wayne apply as much as Wayne's told New Zealand, I'll coach? Like, is New Zealand going to say no to that? If they do, they're fucking stupid.
Well, there's an argument to be made. You know, are they building for the future? You know, do they want a coach that's going to be there for 5 to 6 years, or do they want a coach that's probably going to be there 2-3 years? Also, you know, does he fit in with Fisher Harris and Leota's leadership, especially Fish being the captain? But like, I think you say yes. Yeah, I think you say yes.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that.
Wayne's managed to fit in with every fucking other club.
Oh, absolutely,
Like
absolutely.
60 years.
I'm just saying, if you were to try to look at reasons why not, maybe there's because Madge was the coach for like 5 years or something. He was coach for a while. But yeah, look, if you can get Wayne Bennett as a coach, you get Wayne Bennett as a coach. Segment 5, I mean, literally couldn't get more rugby league. This next headline I'm about to read, couldn't read it anywhere else. NRL players set to be cleared by US immigration authorities. Did we even need to ask that question? In rugby league, we do.
It's so funny when the issue arose, I was like, oh, of course. How did we not even just think about this being a fucking problem? Like, you can go, like, you struggle getting to America, you got a traffic violation. Like, some of the shit our boys have done.
I can't imagine a world in which there's, at least 3 or 4 of our boys getting pulled up at immigration through LAX. I just can't see a world where they're not pulled into rooms for a bit of a...
Manly lucky that Lodgie's coming back from injury.
Was Lodgie allowed back?
Well, that's what I mean.
I don't think Lodgie
He wouldn't be allowed back.
I don't think he'd get allowed back.
No, I don't think
There's word he faked the ACL just so he didn't have to deal with this.
Yeah, the timing was suspicious. Manly gets announced and Lodgie goes down with an ACL. He'll be back round 2.
That's loyalty to the club.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Now, Lodgie wouldn't get in. That's why I love this sport. That's why I love this league, is that, there's big question marks, and rightly so, being asked, or questions asked around how many fucking players are we going to field in Vegas?
Yeah.
Like, how many are we going to get through?
Like,
there might be 10 on 10.
Yeah, it'll become a 7s or a 9s comp.
For most
nines, imagine that.
It's a 9s game.
Yeah, 20-minute halves.
Look, most people would consider this a time for self-reflection as a game, that we have to read headlines like that. No. But I don't think we should do that.
No way, dude.
I don't think so. Listen,
that's part of what makes the game great.
Listen, if you haven't got blokes with criminal records, then, you're really having a crack. As a sport. And obviously we're talking about, the
good
the
stuff.
nicer ones.
Yeah. None of the fucking weird.
None of the naughty stuff.
Nah.
Gross stuff. Manly 2024. How do Tom and Eddy like Manly's chances this year? Predicted team. Tom Trbojevic.
Well, I want to push the question back on you.
Okay.
You read that predicted side.
Okay.
And you must go, that looks like Manly win another comp.
And that's with Lodge and Nathan Brown, the depth signings, not in the side.
Okay, I'll read the side out. Tom Trbojevic at the back. This is a predicted side, guys. Jackson Paolo on the edge.
X. Jackson with an X. That's important to know.
That is true. Jackson with an
There's
X.
no K there.
There's a bit about that.
CK. That's an X. It's completely unnecessary. It's fantastic.
Okay. Garrick at 3, Cooler at 4, Saab at 5, Brooks at 6, DCE 7, Paseka at 8, Croker at 9, Sipley at 10, Olakawatu 11, Schuster 12, Trbojevic at 13, Gordon Chan Kum Tong at 14, Aloye Bullymore, Ben Trbojevic at 17. When I look at this side, it just all depends on Tom Trbojevic, unfortunately for you guys.
Well,
fortunately.
I think fortunately, because he's one of the greatest players to have ever touched the Steeden. Listen, injuries in the past, sure, but they're in the past now. They're in the past now.
Can I, play devil's advocate here? Just
DA, sure.
DA. Tom Trbojevic not going to get injured, but let's just say, in some sort of fucking
You're playing DA. You're playing
super
DA.
cursed world. DA here.
Yep.
DA dad. Stubby Cooler Canicola fucking ripped the competition's asshole apart last year when he played at fullback. So whilst we win the comp with Tom, Cooler goes to fullback, let's say, and then you bring in Tommy Talau, freshly in love, freshly Instagram official with the great and powerful Jess Surgis. Still win.
I'd actually
let's say Tommy goes down. You got Brad Parker ready to do a job in the back row.
Yeah,
or
Brad
in the
Parker
centres.
playing back row now as well.
I'd have Garrick on the wing, and I'd either have Tommy Talau or Parker in the centres.
Because he's just such.
Can I play Denon's advocate?
Yes.
DA.
Okay. My concern, I would say, is the forward pack a little bit.
You're not a big Matt Paseka guy.
If he plays to his potential, gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing he's playing to his potential this year.
Okay, fair enough. If Sipley and Paseka play to their potential, absolutely gun. But when I look at some of the top tier forward packs and I compare it, I just have a few questions in regards to could they win a grand final against the current Penrith pack or the current Broncos one, or
Could I play dad's advocate again as well?
Yeah. Well, I'm also a dad, so.
Yeah, right, but
But
more
you're
of a
dad,
dad.
so you're using the...
Okay, fair
That's
enough.
your beaks advocate.
Yeah, okay,
But
fair
I'm
enough.
dad's advocate. I am...
Use the D you were given.
But I was given a dad as well.
I was a dad first, so I'm sorry. I've got superiority in the dad stakes.
You're more of a dad.
He's got two.
I got two.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
got
That's
two,
fair.
dude.
That's fair.
Sorry. I am not worried about this either. It's
good timing.
Oh, it's perfect timing. And the alarm. I am not worried about this, right? So I'm not concerned. But
you're playing DA.
I'm playing DA here. The edge where Luke Brooks and Josh Schuster will be defending alongside one another, if I were a panic station sort of a guy, that could be a point where we could get our assholes torn apart.
So you were saying if you're playing DA that if a side's looking to attack, it would be our left edge.
Which historically, is that where we usually get fucked? I can't remember. But all I'm saying is devil's advocate.
Your edge defense, like even DCE sometimes can struggle in his edge defense.
Wouldn't agree with that, mate. No, I disagree with that.
Okay, fair enough.
No, listen. In all seriousness, yes, sometimes has been an issue.
It'll be interesting to see how we've added to our defensive structures over the off-season.
Or whether we're just going, let's just try and score more points. Like we'll let 50 in, but if you score 60, does it matter?
Yeah, okay. That's
a good point.
Really excited to see Chan Kum Tong. I think that around the ruck, he's going to offer, like, I love Croker as a player. He's a grafter, he's a grinder, and he should absolutely be the starting hooker. But
who's Croker working with this year? Mick Ennis.
Yeah. Oh, the great Mick Ennis, deep into the line.
So Croker goes to another level.
But so does
Gordon Cham Kung Tong.
So are we talking Blues jersey for Croker?
Well, I think we're going to have the 9 and 14 for New South Wales in our side, yeah.
Okay, I like it.
Yep.
But the kind of craftiness around the ruck, I think Chen Kum Tong it'll add something to your attack that probably hasn't been there for a couple of years.
Yep.
Because Croker is learning the role, and he actually was his most crafty last year. But his best assets are his toughness, his fitness, his service. Whereas Chan Kum Tong, he's a genuine out-and-out 9. Yep. So it's going to be interesting to see how he goes there. Obviously, the big question, I hate to always bring it up, but it's like, is Josh Schuster,
If he has that season he had for 2 years ago in the back row,
he'll make Origin.
Yeah.
He'll come off the bench he'll be a great 14 for you guys in Origin if he plays like a couple of years ago.
Do you reckon this could be I know Manly signed him for like 12 years, but like if he has like a fucking another shit out, like this is kind of like a make or break year for him. He's had a few years in the comp now, like he's had criticism.
I think
you kind of need to like shit or get off the pot.
It's actually not his form that is in shit or get off the pot. It's actually not his form that I'm worried about. It's if he's ripping in at training. That's all I think the Manly should be focused on is like, what's his attitude like at training? If he's ripping in, he's about the boys, he cares, like he's fully involved, then I think you can almost guarantee the form will come. So that's the only thing I'd be looking at from the Manly. But if that isn't the case, if we're still hearing whispers about this not working, that not working, probably best for both to part ways. You even look at a guy like Moses Sully, who had heaps of off-field stuff going on, personal stuff and all that kind of stuff. And although he did come in and absolutely blitz it in his last few games for Manly, he goes to the Dragons and he's consistent as anything.
It reminds me of when I worked at a bar in Redfern as a glassy.
Okay.
And I kept missing shifts. Just kept forgetting when I was on, not doing my job. I get sacked.
That's surprising.
I know. I then go and get a job at another establishment, and I now realise the value of a job, and I now succeed and excel, and I didn't get fired. In fact, I quit. So I think it's maybe, if Schuster fails to pick up glasses and fails to turn up, then I think it's time for him to go and look for another pub.
Bloke beer, turn up. He needs a bloke beer in his hand.
Yeah.
Turn up for your family, mates, and good times.
That's it. Well, maybe he becomes a beer rep for you if the footy doesn't work
Potentially. Family, mates, good times, and
But
premierships.
it's going to work out.
It's going to work out. And that predicted team, there's going to be no injuries this year at all.
Well, Matt Lodge is probably going to come in.
And Matt Lodge will come in, but I'm saying no injuries.
Yeah,
So,
no.
Like
With the reverse, you reckon? Like injuries that were there, they stop existing when the season starts.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. As I said earlier, I think there's a good chance that Matt Lodge lines up for the boys round 2 after the American round.
Don't know who makes way for him there because I think Sipley has to play. Aloye would be like he's sort of
maybe you Paseka, you bring Paseka on for shorter minutes but impact because he's such a big body.
And then what? Aloye drops out, eh? Or Bullymore?
Probably
Bullymore's a bit of a
Benny Benchavojevic maybe being.
But then we have too many fucking thickies.
Well, Bullymore can play on the edge, can't he?
Yeah, I guess so.
It'd be between Bullymore and Benchavojevic, depending on form. I think that Aloye on his day is a gun too. Yeah,
Anyway,
it's a good problem to have.
we'll win the comp.
Win the comp?
Yep.
Done and dusted?
Yep.
And we run deep. Real deep.
Yeah, we run deep this year.
You're running deep.
Yeah.
Deep and true. So last year was Year of the Bird.
Yep.
Now, obviously, Year of the Power Bottom. But what is also...
Every year's year of the power bottom.
Yeah.
Year of the punter and the dribbler, obviously.
Yeah. I think that goes without saying that.
Year of the bird again.
Yep.
I mean, it is. It just is year of the bird. It's also the year of gut health.
Year of Gut Health.
And it's the year of good day.
Yeah.
Year of Good Days. That's a good year to have. If you have a Year of Good Days...
Yeah.
So it's going to be a big year.
Okay.
It's going to be a great year. And when I sit here with a ring on, because obviously Tom and I, part of the 30, will get a ring, it's just going to be so glorious.
Okay.
And I'm going to make you kiss it.
The ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
You gurney? All right, that is the first DMP for the year down. Good to be back, boys. Good to be
Fucking
back.
oath.
it was been a lot of fun.
And
Good to be here.
we'll see you next week. As
See you
usual.
later.
Look on podcast live.
Bye.